I'm Sasha.
And I'm Dahi.
This is DNA Slot Cars, and welcome to another unbox and review.
Yeah, hey folks. We have something a little bit different today, which we hope you will enjoy. Good opportunity to thank our sponsor, 132slotcar.us. Thank you to Alan and Julia. They did send this out to us as we requested to take a look at it.
Yes.
We've been meaning to do a review of it for a while, but it's become a favorite item in the DNA household, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we've got here is we've got the H&B Test Bench Plus version. And this is designed and manufactured for 132slotcar.us.
Yeah.
So basically what this is a rolling road dyno type scenario, which is very, very handy for various things.
Yes.
Now, we've already unpackaged this item, and the difference between the Test Bench and the Test Bench Plus is you have a built-in amp meter, which will basically allow you to test for various things.
Yes.
Now, we will be doing a close-up and actual demonstration of this as well. So what you get in the packages, you can get a remote. Obviously, your fuses in here, which can be changed if required. You have, it's like a 3D printed finished here. You've got your power button, and you've got this in white on this, which is different to the standard version. I personally prefer the digital readout, even though a lot of power supplies have that. I like to have that functionality because it will tell you some interesting aspects of what's going on with your car and your motor. There you've got your rolling road. Our wheels will go on there, and obviously they will turn, and then we'll get that information from it. This is a metal guide here area. This is a magnetic stopper, which you'll put down, obviously depending on the size of your car.
Yes.
Then you will, it stops the car physically moving. Nice construction. Again, it's 3D printed, so you are going to get variance in the surface underneath. You know, you're not going to get completely smooth. You've got your power adapter, which plugs in here. But overall, a nice looking device.
Yeah, very nice looking.
It is nice looking device. Here is your power supply, and it's your standard power supply, which will go from 3 volt to 12 volt. So you can control and adjust that. And we will show you that when we're testing it. Without further ado, how about we get this over onto the bench, and let's take a closer look at it. Okay. Okay, welcome back, folks. We are in the nerve center on the bench, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to just give you a bit of a demonstration. All right. So we have power on here, but we've not got this turned up at all. So I'm going to turn this up. Basically, you need to wind it up again to a certain voltage before you start seeing a readout. Okay, so what you have is a readout for milliamps. You've got the voltage running through, so it's around about 8 volts before you start seeing anything on the display. You will also see here feet per second, miles per hour, which is pretty cool to know, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is let's put this, get started up, okay? All right. So what we need to figure out here is we need to figure out roughly where we need to set this, and depending on obviously what scale the car is and the car size. Okay. So that'll stop it going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let's power this on. All right. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, so let's turn it up then to... Okay, pretty cool. All right, so this is after slipping back a touch, so we just move that forward slightly, just so it's on the inside lip. Now, you're getting a bit of noise from there, which is a combination of the motor and obviously the the test bench
Yeah.
cylinders are moving along. So you can see here, this is 12.2 volts. You have revolutions, so 6,148.45, roughly around there. Milliamps, 245, 240, okay. Feet per second, or miles per hour, so 17.8 miles per hour. Pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
So what can you use this for? You can use this for a lot of different things.
Yeah, a ton of different things actually.
Yeah. You can use this for checking, basically, if your mesh is not setting correctly, you will see that struggling on the test bench. So your revolutions are not going to be quite as high. So you'll be able to tell there's something wrong there, also from the sound. You can check how healthy the motor is.
Yes.
You would use it to run in a motor. So before you start really doing anything with your car, we will run it on here as well, just to break in that motor, break in that car. Handy to see that milliamp draw as well, and obviously the voltage readout. So you can tell if there's something wrong or something not going quite according to plan pretty quickly from this. Okay, Sasha, so we're seeing here, obviously this varies a little bit. But yeah, so it's drawn down to 235, 240 milliamps, 12.2 volts. Always handy to see all this readout, and this changes from miles per hour to feet per second.
Yes, it is very handy.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very handy for a lot of different things.
Yes, very handy.
We've used this a lot since we got it, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
All right. Now I'm just going to adjust the voltage on the power supply. And so we'll use that as our control, right? So let's switch that off. This is a 1/32 scale car. Obviously this is a revoslot. And here's a 1/24 scale BRM. And obviously a much bigger vehicle. So let's pop this on. Let's adjust this. Okay. And I'm going to just ramp that up a little bit. Now you'll be able to see the difference here. This BRM is one of the ones with the stronger motors. There we go. All right, so you can see that now. It's in revolution. This nearly 6,500 and above. It'll obviously jump up and down. Yeah, strong motor in these. GT series BRMs. Drawing down more milliamps, of course, than the smaller 1/32 scale car. Yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Just a handy device to have.
Yeah.
So we can change that voltage.
It's a very handy device.
Yeah. Great for running in the motor. Great for ensuring parity between a group of cars to race. Yeah, so here we go. Yes, it's great. Combine this with the Magnet Marshal 2, and it's just a handy tool to have to ensure parity between different vehicles. If you're racing, you can check out obviously your magnetic downforce on the Magnet Marshal 2. Then with regards to motors, etc., this would be very handy to have a station just checking everybody's cars before entry, because then you can tell, okay, if there's modifications that are within the rules, so the strength of the motor, etc., etc., also allows you to compare various cars to ensure that it's an even playing field.
Yes.
And for us, it's great. We've used it as well just to check. You can see a difference in the same type of car when you've got the mesh set too tight in one and when you've got it perfect in the other. you'll see that struggling substantially. You won't see as much of the RPM on there, and you won't see, you'll see more of a milliamp draw as well, because that is struggling with that really tight mesh.
Yes.
So very handy indeed.
Very handy.
All right, let's go back over to the table and we'll give our final thoughts, okay?
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay, we're back. Okay,
we're back.
So hope we gave you a good overview of that. Obviously we didn't
Yes.
get into too crazy detail. I didn't open this up or anything like that, which we could have. So look, it's a solidly designed product. It is you know, a DIY construction originally. Obviously it's a 3D printed material.
Yes,
so
3D.
you know, it's not an injection molded plastic or anything, but it looks good.
Yes.
I'm happy enough with it. I think the metal strips there, was a little tiny bit of corrosion just on one of the sections in here. Honestly, nothing, it's kind of rubbed off, to be honest with you. I think it's solid enough. You know, if it was to say improvements could be made, the surface isn't, you know, isn't very smooth on the bottom. It's your stereotypical, you know, you can see all the print lines, etc. But, you know, that's wouldn't bother me, certainly. I like the digital display, the readout.
Yeah.
It's a nice little setup.
It is.
I would highly recommend one. We've certainly enjoyed it, and combine it with the Magnum Marshall 2. I think it's very nice. I do like this adjustable power supply. It allows you to then to back that down as well if you want.
Yeah. Again,
we use it for running in motors, checking over cars. It's no harm just to run a car on this.
Yeah.
Before you run it on your track in anger, because it can sort of determine a little bit, okay, maybe there's a few things wrong here, maybe, all right, that seems to be struggling a bit, the amperage draw is too high, maybe the gear mesh is not right, whatever. Yes. You know, there's multiple things you could use it for. Easy access to the fuse if it needs to be replaced. Yeah, we would recommend it. What do you think, Sash?
Well, it's a very handy tool that you could use. Like many reasons why. Yeah,
it is. It's I mean, it's fun to check out a motor as well, just to see what's capable of and see that difference before and after you run that car in.
Yeah.
We used it recently on a few cars actually, just to run in the motors, and you know, it was perfect. Did the job just nicely. Yeah, you do get a bit of a noise from it, but again, nothing more than running a car, and you've got you know, you're going to get a little bit of noise from it like that, but that's just to be expected. So again, this can be bought from 132slot.us. It is called the H&B Test Bench with built-in amp meter. The cost of this unit is $194.99. These are always hot ticket, so when they come in, they're generally sold out pretty quickly.
Yes.
Now, I know that there is, I'm looking on the website now, and there was some delays on new ones coming in. When they came in, they sold out pretty quick. So you can put your name down to ensure that you do get some of the next batch of these. Yeah, I think recommended. Does exactly what we expected of it.
Yes.
With the nice addition of the digital display. Yes, you do have a digital display on power supplies, but it just doesn't give you quite the same amount of information as you get from both. I like to have both.
Yeah.
It's a bit the same as our OmniSlot box. We prefer the version with the digital displays as well. It's just that extra layer of information that you can get.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks again to Alan and Julia. 132slot.us. We appreciate you sending us out some items for review. Again, this is an item that we wanted to review, so we put in a request for this, like we do for everything we review.
Yeah.
We only review stuff that we're interested in.
Yes.
Really, I know it's sometimes then it means you're not going to see probably certain brands of stuff we're not as keen on at certain times,
Yeah.
and you may not see that here. But look, it's what we enjoy, so we're going to stick to the stuff we enjoy.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Alrighty. As always, folks.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.